It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Last weekend's Durban International Film Festival saw 23-year-old Joburg filmmaker Sibs Shongwe-La Mer walk away with the award for the Best Local Feature Film and also Best Direction for his movie Necktie Youth, which premiered at the Berlin Film Festival and Tribeca Film Festival. Now, it's a black and white film which follows a group of young middle-class South Africans as they attend parties a year after a friend live-streamed their suicide. And we're going to be chatting to the director right now, of course, very successfully so, to Sibs right now. Thank you very much for joining us. Just first of all, maybe if you could take us through what inspired you to make this gritty story.
Hey, Expresso. Well, I mean, it was, based on personal experience. The unfortunate suicide of my girlfriend when I was 14 got me kind of like thinking about my generation and affluent suburban South Africans, which I thought was really interesting and something that hadn't been seen in cinema.
And I understand that you star in the film. So was it quite a cathartic experience, an emotional experience for you to make this film?
Yeah, I mean, starring in it was kind of a really tough thing since I was also directing it. So juggling those two roles and also shooting pretty quickly was kind of difficult. But it was definitely cathartic because I was writing things for myself. And I suppose the character was really close to home. So it was kind of like a film imitating life to some degree.
Now, of course, I've been a very personal experience that you drew this inspiration from. So what was the message that you were hoping that people out there would get from you making this movie?
I don't know so much if there was an intentional message, more so that I believe that cinema just needs to be a reflection of our society, and I feel a big social responsibility as a filmmaker. So I kind of, this was a phenomenon that I started seeing more and more and more amongst people of my generation, and I thought, that my responsibility would be to highlight a truth to hopefully stimulate a conversation.
Yeah. And so having made its debut at all these international film festivals, what do you think is it about the film that has everyone talking?
Man, I don't know. I think one of the things that a lot of people are intrigued with is the style of the film. I mean, it's shot very classically in many areas of the film, so it kind of has a reference to a very high cinematic kind of perception of Johannesburg and as a proposal of cinema. So a lot of people really speak about the style of the film. I think a lot of the subject matter is also very different, especially because it breaks out of what we in world cinema and at home are used to seeing of South African stories, like Tsotsi or stuff like that, where it's township based and stuff like that. This is set in the northern suburbs of Johannesburg, which is a new world. So I think it's many of the stylistic elements and the subject matter that makes it quite a topic of discussion.
And I think, well, at the age of 23, you're doing very, very well for yourself as a filmmaker. What are you working on currently? I mean, if you can tell us a bit more about your bigger career goals.
Well, I'm working on various scripts at the moment. I've been lucky enough to sign a deal with Fireworks on my next picture. So that's a work in progress right now. So I'm writing that and we'll be directing that. I've also, been fortunate enough again to have got representation abroad. So I'm kind of reading different scripts and working with some teams in Hollywood and in the UK. So yeah, there's a lot of various different things. My long-term career goals, I don't know, to carry on making films the way I like making them. I'm a huge cinephile and a film lover, so as long as I can carry on making movies, I'm pretty happy.
Well, that's fantastic stuff, man, and we are really, really proud of you chatting there to Sibs Shongwe-La Mer, the director of Necktie Youth, which comes out in cinemas in September. So make sure that you go out there and support this outstanding local film. And keeping it local and lacquered as well, let's find out what else you can expect on your TV screens this evening.